Digi peeps, what is up? How's everyone doing? I hope you're all having a great day. Came home after work to a massive trailers from the 2021 Game Awards, and I was super excited to come here and break them all down for you in a special video. So if you're all ready, let's do this. Starting out with the new movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the sequel to the 2021 film, which I'm sure many remember making the rounds for the questionable portrayal of Sonic. Those teeth, they still give me nightmares to this day. However, after some CGI magic and some great performances by the live cast, and the rather fun antics from the superfast hedgehog, the movie was actually quite a success. Speaking of the cast, James Marsden was confirmed to be returning in his role as Tom Wachowski, the police chief / partner to Sonic. Sort of the wiser older brother there to help him find stability on Earth. And of course, if you ask me, kind of a movie resurgence for him, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Now, I was like everyone else, Jim Carrey can't play this role, he doesn't have the size, he doesn't have the look, he doesn't have anything that reminds me of the infamous villain from the Sonic games I played as a kid. However, watching that crazy, unpredictable spark that only Jim Carrey could bring to a role on the big screen as a crazy Dr. Robotnik, I swear I was sold on the first trailer. Continuing on, we have some new faces. If you were like me and waited until the end of the credits in the first movie, you would have seen Tails make a small cameo. Naturally, he'll be playing alongside Sonic in this one. The iconic duo look like they hit things off instantly, and I cannot wait to see them both up on the big screen. It really hits me in the nostalgia feels. And then, of course, capping off the blue, yellow and red trio, we have Knuckles. Now, it appears from this trailer Knuckles will be facing off against Sonic in this sequel, and quite possibly working with Dr. Robotnik, who seems to have found himself a Chaos Emerald, given the ending of the last movie. Truly a great trailer, providing us with just a small peek into what to expect from this movie when it releases in April 8th of 2022. Following on with another big one, the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, if you have been following Rocksteady's new project after the Arkham game series, this game will need no introduction. You play as a member of the Suicide Squad, that being, in this particular team, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, King Shark or Captain Boomerang, and your mission is to, as the title suggests, kill the Justice League. Now, there was a lot from this trailer, as you could clearly see the Justice League are not themselves, obviously being controlled by Brainiac, who seems to be the big bad in this game. The new trailer seems to highlight the Suicide Squad going up against the Flash, and a little look into some of the gameplay from the characters you can play as. You have King Shark jumping up against the side of a building, which seems to be his way of getting around the city. Harley Quinn firing off a grappling hook, and some pretty cool looking combat from each character, which looks very unique and tailored, and on that note, a lot of guns. The combat looks cool, but it seems like at any moment you can pull out a machine gun or rocket launcher or boomerang, if you will. And I don't know about all of you, but I kind of got some Halo vibes from this trailer, sort of a over-the-shoulder POV shot as you take down enemy after enemy. Also, as a fellow Aussie, listening to Captain Boomerang provide some small narration to their mission in killing the Flash, it was fair dinkum. Next up, a game I'm sure they're looking to tie into the upcoming film, The Matrix Awakens, an Unreal Engine experience. A trailer narrated by Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, which leads us into some sexy action, as they put it. A bit of fourth wall breaking and some tongue-in-cheek humour as Neo leaves Trinity and an unnamed girl in a car to fight off some looming agents coming their way. This looked incredible. You seem to be playing as this unnamed girl as you take out countless people following you in police cars and a helicopter in the sky. You even get a slow motion explosion, which, if that doesn't scream Matrix, I don't know what does. I mean, who didn't watch Matrix and think to themselves, I wish I could do that? And I mean, seems like this game is about as close as we're going to get. Moving on to the new Star Wars Eclipse from the Quantic Dream game developer company. Not a lot to this one, but then too much to talk about. Just a number of cuts to aliens living their day-to-day lives in the galaxy, as a number of aliens play over the trailer with their beating drums and chanting. Starships, droids, lightsaber fights, soldiers at war, dogfights in space, even what seemed to be a little small Yoda cameo. All capped off by the chanting aliens calling forth some unknown creature from a black lake. A bit confusing if you ask me, but I mean, hey, it's Star Wars. They've got their fan base, and I'm sure whatever they do, they'll make all the money, as they typically tend to do at this point. Speaking of hardcore fan bases, we surprisingly had a new Lord of the Rings game. More specifically, a game set within the world of elves and dwarves and orcs called Elden Ring. Some familiar scenes of orcs and wars breaking out. George R.R. Martin really knows his conflicts. A pretty good look into the upcoming action roleplay game set for release in February of 2022, which honestly is not that far off, so this is definitely one I'm going to be keeping my eye on. Then finally, a confirmed Wonder Woman game. Just a quick one with the woman herself, Diana, standing in darkness as she bears her glowing lasso of truth, and her mother narrating over what seems to be a looming threat coming to her Amazon homeworld. This one surprisingly has me the most hyped, as we got very little in regards to actual gameplay, but to have Wonder Woman in her own standalone title, if this is handled correctly, I think the game will just knock it out of the park. Okay, so I could go on forever about the Game Awards, but I just wanted to come here and talk about some of the trailers I found most exciting. If you want any more information on the games that were announced, I'll leave a link in the description below. Tell me what game or trailer you were most happy to see released in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you were enjoying the content, and I'll catch you all in the next one.